So former President Trump retruthed a little campaign ad here where apparently we hopped in a time machine and we're all the way back in 2016 because the whole purpose of this ad is to go after Hillary Rodham Clinton. Let's watch and then we'll react to it.
With Trump taking a commanding lead and Bidenomics hurting American families, genius Hillary Clinton has come up with a way for Biden to win.
There needs to be a formal deprogramming of the cult members. Formal deprogramming of the cult members. Deprogramming of the cult members.
A brilliant plan. And here's what that would look like.
Pay attention. Joe Biden will defeat him.
This did not happen.
Biden has done an amazing job. Amazing job.
But there's one small problem.
The basket of deplorables.
Working Americans aren't idiots. And they know who's on their side.
To American workers watching their take-home pay shrink and watching inflation destroy their family and their lives, to all of you, I have your back. I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Oh my God, that was so obnoxious. Every part of that was so obnoxious. All right, so let's dive into it. First of all, they keep going back to the Hillary Clinton well because they felt like, hey, let's play the greatest hits. So let's bring up the irredeemable deplorables comment. Let's go to the one. See, Trump actually beat Hillary, so they feel like, oh, that's like safe ground for us, right? To go back to that and just keep doing that until that well is dry, and it ain't dry yet, they don't think. And so they bring up the recent comments of Hillary that, hey, with the Trump people, they need some sort of formal deprogramming. Now, we talked about that, those comments from Hillary, and my take on it was, I understand why people were outraged by it, because when you say formal deprogramming, it's like, what do you want, like re-education camps? You know, that just it feels like authoritarian notions. It feels like Stalin or Mao or something like that. So the word formal ruins it for me. But if she had said, these people need deprogramming, I would have 100% defended her. If you drop the word formal and you just add, hey, they just need to be deprogrammed. These people are cult members, they need to be deprogrammed. I would be 100% arguing on her side of that. Why? Because of the mountain of evidence that points in that direction. I mean, we talked about it, but there was this poll that came out which found that Trump supporters believe him over their best friends and their family members and religious leaders and anybody and everybody. They feel closer to him than they do to anybody else in their lives, and they're willing to tell pollsters it's him no matter what. It's real, like Jim Jones, we're going to drink the poison Kool-Aid type stuff. You know, this is a guy who, when he says, you know, I want to suspend the Constitution, they're like, we are still completely and utterly worshiping at your feet, our Emperor, Overlord, God, King, Trump. Like, this is how they are. So, of course, like, they have problems. I mean, go look at some of these on-the-ground interviews that happen with the Trump supporters at the Trump events. They can't even name, like, one of the things Trump did policy-wise. It's just like, I don't know, he gives me good vibes. I like how he makes me feel, so I'm going to support him. So yeah, is that cult-like? It absolutely is cult-like. Everybody knows that it's cult-like. The fact that Trump still has, a majority of the Republican base saying the 2020 election was stolen at this late date, that's inexcusable. And that is cult-like behavior because they're denying a tremendous amount of evidence to believe those things. So I don't even have that big of a problem with what Hillary said. I don't like the formal part of it, but if you drop the formal part of it, I think it's totally accurate. Now, towards the end of the ad, then, I mean, it gets beyond sad, right? Because Trump pivots to like, working Americans know who's on their side. And it's supposed to be like, yeah, Trump, woo, he's on our side, yeah. What was Trump's number one legislative accomplishment as president? A massive tax cut for the rich. 83% of the benefits of that tax bill went to the top 1%. The whole point of the bill was tax cuts for the rich and tax cuts for corporations and incentivizing outsourcing. In fact, it was under Trump, because of that bill, that there was an article that came out about 6 months later, which found that billionaires paid a lower average tax rate than your average working person did. This is because of him. The idea that he's fighting for working people is ridiculous. Never mind the things that Biden has done recently, which contrast with that. So, for example, Biden signed a new NLRB rule which raises overtime pay for millions more Americans. That's huge. New NLRB rule to automatically recognize a union if a boss tries to union bust. That's a big deal. Under Trump, we had a net outsourcing of 200,000 manufacturing jobs. Under Biden, net onsourcing 800,000 manufacturing jobs. So he could try to make this argument all he wants. Oh yeah, I'm here. I'm actually fighting for the working man and woman. I don't think the people in Lordstown are going to believe you because they lost their jobs on your watch, Trump. I don't think they're going to believe. I don't think the people at the carrier factory are going to believe you because they lost their jobs on your watch, even after your big show where you were pretending like you saved their jobs. So everything about it was so dishonest. They're going back to 2016 because they feel like it's, we'll play the greatest hits. Go after Hillary. Go after the irredeemable deplorables comment, the formal deprogramming comment, and then he pivots to I'm with working people. Really? Well, the auto workers don't think you're with them because you're not. You gave a speech at a non-union shop where you pretended like you were talking to auto workers and your whole thing was, oh, you should be mad about the electric cars, not over your pay and benefits. No, they should be pissed about their pay and benefits. That's what they're fighting for. That's what Sean Fain is leading the fight about. But anyway, really bad ad, but classic Trump. Trying to go back to the well. I don't think it'll work this time, though. That's for sure. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop. And watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.